If you have 10 million, let's say, please start with 100,000 and practice. If you become an expert, then you can use all your money to trade. But if you're still a new user, please start small and practice. We are going to be learning about the strategy settings in simple ways by our host. So take notes, get your notebook, and please learn everything as we're going to see here. If you have a question at the end of the session, ask it. Thank you. Our host, please. Side time.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother, for addressing the class. Yesterday, we introduced the ways of setting robot, and we saw two ways. One is the RoyalQ default smart create, and another one is customized setting where you can do your own. But there are major three important areas we need to go through before we enter in the setting. I have prepared a PowerPoint lesson, notes that has topic the topic is understanding smart create by default in RoyalQ. This is what we are going to look at by default. But when we talk about by default, the system is set. The setting is there, but only what you need is to allocate your capital according to your plan, and robot will be doing the rest. You will not go and change things, robot will do the rest. So this is for beginners, as we said. When you start and you are learning, you are practicing using robot alone, it is set that it can work for you. So now the slide that has introduction, of course, we'll go through smart create by default that gives 3 automatic trading modes. Sometimes used to come in class, they tell you the profile, whatever, is steady, is radical. You don't understand those things. We are coming to introduce them so that you can understand the difference, and then later we'll go in the robot and we see how, of course, robot is set and how you can allocate your capital. And then as small you have, as big you have, you can use it. We are here. We come to introduction here. We start with the point number 1, smart create by default gives 3 automatic trading modes. We are here. Each mode, point number 2, manages risk and profit potential differently. We are here. Each mode manages risk and profit potential differently. Then we come to the point number 3. We use only coins with the high volume and liquidity. For example, Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum, ETH, BNB, Sol, Solana, ADA, etc. We have given you the list on platform of these coins. These coins, you don't have, you are not fearing that they will delist them because they have high volume, they have high liquidity, many people are trading them, many companies around the world are trading these coins, and you can as well trade them using the robot. And when you are trading them, they are categorized into 2. We have Bitcoin as a main coin. We have Ethereum. Normally we put them in the main, but we have others, we call them altcoins, alternative to Bitcoin, but with high volume and high liquidity. Volatility is not the same. Even if all of them have high volume and high liquidity, but they are not equal in this way. So when we are learning about the modes, we will see, of course, them and the difference. Then if you are using the setting by default of the robot, you make sure that you are trading in this mode depending on understanding and the nature of trader you are. So steady mode. We are on slide number 2. We start with steady mode. This steady mode focuses mostly on safety. Safety first. When we talk about safety, we talk about security, we talk about the security of your capital in terms of loss. When we talk about security, we don't talk about the way of technology, whatever. In terms of trading and loss, when you are using steady mode, we will see. Number 2, low trading frequency. It has low trading frequency. Number 3, it gives small profit but consistent. Number next, very low risk of big floating loss. When it comes to this, most people made it like a song. When you are in steady mode, you are just at a very low risk of having big floating loss. And steady mode also is best for beginners or risk averse traders. These ones are the ones who are, of course, saying, I have a small, all my money, I want it, of course, secure. I don't want to be in high risk, whatever. So you can use steady mode when you are automating your bot by default. We will see them, we will see placements where those 3 modes are, so that when you want to choose, you can choose one. So this is slide number 2, where we are talking about steady mode. So we come to the next mode. The next mode is conservative mode. The conservative mode has balance between safety and profit, meaning it is medium to the steady. Number 2, it has moderate trading frequency, when we have seen that steady has low trading frequency. Number 3, risk is medium, profits are moderate. Number 4, on this mode, it is suitable for traders who want more growth but still protect their capital. When we come to steady, we have finished. It's for the ones who want to protect their capital with low risk, with low risk of having big floating loss. And this time we trade using the more coins having more liquidity and more volume than the other. But this one, we can use it to the coins that are in a medium, which have the high volume and high volatility, but in a medium way. Like those altar coins we have seen, ADA, Solana, and so on and so forth. Because we are helping the new users who have not become professional yet, who are starting, learning, practicing to be using this robot in the way it is made, as they go through other topics that will take them to professional traders. After conservative mode, we go through radical mode. And this radical mode, the focus is on high returns with high risk. Meaning that if we are talking about 3 modes, we have 3 categories of traders. The ones with low, who want to secure their assets, there is a mode known as steady. There are the the beginners, fresh beginners, the moderate one, of course, those who go to the intermediate level and use conservative because they are growing. But when it comes to radical, this, of course, we will see at the end. It is for experienced traders who accept risk. But before we come here, focus high returns with high risk. Number two, high frequency trading. Robot is very active. Number next, potential for big profits in bullish markets. The next, higher chance of floating loss in volatile markets. When I come to this point, I circle it. When you are using radical, you make sure that you can float. There is a higher chance of floating in loss when we are in a volatile market. And now this mode finally is suitable for experienced traders who accept risk. It is suitable for experienced traders who accept risk. Now you can understand yourself and where you can be depending on experience. Are you a beginner? Trade with steady. Are you intermediate learner who is, of course, practicing the setting by default of this robot? Use conservative. Are you experienced trader and you want to save your time because you have other things you are doing? And choose this radical, and all of traders can enjoy depending on level they have. Now we come to key differences. We come to key differences of three. Which three? Steady, conservative, and radical. When we come to the risk level, steady risk level is low, and when we come to the profit level, the profit is low. Meaning if risk is low, it is more secure on your capital. Robot pays attention, much attention, that one's capital is invested in the market with low level of risk and gives profit level which is low. When we come to conservative, the risk level is medium. The risk level is medium and the profit level is medium. We are looking at key differences. Key differences between these three modes that, of course, we are going through. Then when we come to radical mode, the risk level is high and the profit level is also high. And when we come to this point, we know the higher the risk, the higher the profit. That is commonly known. Now, are you a beginner? Use steady. Are you intermediate learner? Use conservative. Are you advanced trader? Use radical. When you go in the robot, you will see difference, even in the settings, even in the percentage drop. You will see the difference. Equal margin calls, but different percentage drops. Why? Depending on the nature of the mode we are using and coin selection that we are trading in a certain mode you have chosen. We come to final takeaway. We are learning, of course, the notes of these modes but later we'll go in the robot to see where they are. When we come to steady, the first one, security first, slow growth. Security first and slow growth. When we come to conservative, as we have seen them, there is a balance of safety and profit. And when we come to the radical, fast profits but higher risks. And as we just come to the end of these modes, all modes work best with strong coins, high volume plus high liquidity. Not every coin. You need to select coins to trade with. Smart Create, of course, by default when you are using this. And the last paragraph, choose according to your risk appetite and trading goals. When it comes to this, it doesn't discriminate anyone. Either you are small, you have small capital, either you have big capital, you can be there. All we need is that all traders can profit. When we define profit, profit has types. All people who are doing trading in the different areas, they don't get the same profit because they don't have the same trading goals. They don't have the same trading capital, and they are not using the same modes trade. That's why we teach all, and you choose what this last sentence is describing. I repeat it again and we read it together. Choose according to your risk appetite. In other words, choose according to the mode you want to use, according to your goal, according to your capital. All users who use different ways of trading will profit. They will profit. Now, I end this saying, let's grow together. And when you see the picture, you can see people holding hands, each other, or one another because they are more than two. This has a meaning. That's why we're here together as a community. So that was part of theory to explain the modes that we can use when we are using Globot by default. And I believe that everybody who has attended this first session of theory has got the meaning. I would like to see in a chat box the ones who have understood the different modes we use in trading when we are using Globot by default, and they have understood the differences between three. You can type 2, we are on Tuesday, and we go on. We will go to the practical work. We go in the robot and we see how and where those modes are found in a robot. You type 2, you have understood well, and we move on. So thank you so much, Nathan, Lugamba, John, Amos, Kigula, and okay, these represent others maybe who have not typed. Thank you so much. So you will allow me to share the screen again. I go in the robot and we see how we allocate, how a beginner can start trading using Globot by default using Smart Create. And not forgetting that there are 3 modes, and the one we have seen as steady is for the fresh beginners. We will start from that one, as we'll also go through others and we see them. We'll be learning slowly by slowly so that the slow learners can pick from the points that, of course, we are describing. Yesterday, as we started introduction, of course, we opened with an example of one of the coins which have high volume and high liquidity. We have chosen XRP. And we have seen how we come to choose that coin. We said that coins are arranged alphabetically downwards, apart from the ones which start with numbers because they just got them and brought them first. But from these ones, others are arranged alphabetically. When you come to XRP, it is down there because X is very far. We don't come down quickly like this, but there is a shortcut where you can get the coin. You come and type on this. You click on that search icon. We are normally used to this in different applications. When you click on this, you are searching for something. You click there, and when you click, you come on top here, where you click on all, because they give you all coins. And when they give you all coins, you come in the field here to type the name of the coin you are searching so that you get it quickly. It's like a shortcut. You click, you type XRP, and immediately the robot selects XRP from many other coins. It brings it to you and you can see it. Then you click on it. After clicking on it, these coins, when you are setting by default, these things are for professionals. You cannot understand them because you are new. And we will have coaches like Nathan and others who will explain what all this means. And I believe you will be satisfied. Then you come and choose, you have selected the coin, XRP, and you come there and you see if it is XRP. And then you come down to start the journey of setting, because you are looking for where there is Smart Create by default that we are learning. These things are for professionals. You cannot understand them. When I'm talking about this, the professionals who are here, they understand what I'm talking about. There are a lot of things here, time frame, whatever things, but now we will learn about them. What we are teaching is setting strategy by default, and every student, every learner can go through it. So you come on create. Excuse me. When you click on create, Lobot, you have started the journey of talking to your Lobot. You are giving instruction to employee, you speak the same language. There is no translator. Lobot comes and tells you, martingale strategy. Then this robot tells you, my boss, do you know what? When you are instructing me through this, I have capacity of buying separately and sell in a whole. You say, yes, I know, and that's what I want. I understand that. I know that you can do it, but wait, I will give you what you do. I'm the one to decide if I will instruct you to buy separately and sell in whole, or I am the one who will decide to tell you if you will buy separately and sell in portions, because I am your boss. Then Robot says, yes, boss. I can understand you. You go on. And when you reach here, robot shows, okay, boss, to give me instructions so that I can work for you, you better come here. I'm just ready to wait for you what you can give me. You say, yes, I know. That's why I paid for you 120. And then it says, boss, do you know what? I'm created in two ways. I have Smart Create, which has two ways. One of by default, setting by default, which is what we are looking at, of course. And I have that one of manually create, where you can do your own things. And then I wait if you will involve me. You create your own things. And if you will involve me, I will respect and come and do what you want me to do for you. But in case you don't want to do things, I am here set, and I can, of course, wait you to give me instruction, but I am here set. This is where we are coming now. You click on, you say, yes, robot, I understand. Then you click there. It shows you that you have clicked there by underlining Smart Create with blue line. That's what shows you that you are there. So when you reach there, robot comes and tells you, boss, I have strategy period. When you want to see how many, you come here. And I have the strategy mode. If you come to see them, you come here. And theoretically, we have been learning the strategy mode. Let us come first and we see them. They are here. We have seen them theoretically, but practically we come inside the robot. Let us click there on that steady and we see. We have clicked there and we have seen the other modes we have been learning theoretically. One is steady. For me, I'm using steady here. Two is conservative. We have seen the definition of each. And three, there is radical strategy mode. Where do we get them from? The robot here. We see them. But robot told me, I am here set. Everything is now set by default. Even the profit is set. When you enter in the market and the market rises 1.3%, sell after increasing to this level. Everything is set. It also has positions known as margin calls. It has 7. They are set. It has limitation of 7. That's why we call by default and we say it has limitation. When you do your own, you can even go beyond 7 and you put what you want. But by default, they are 7. AI margin call, the part of robot that will be monitoring the market for you is enabled. We started from here downward, but on top there is something I will talk about later. Because I started from here because it is where we have done theory in notes. But even if it is set by default, the robot can give you a chance to adjust and you put some other things. But when you do it, you have gone beyond by default, because when you click here, enter parameters, automatically you will find that the blue line, which is underlining Smart Create, is no longer there. It has come here. Let us try and you see. You click there, enter parameters. When you click there, you see that it is no longer underlining with the blue line with the Smart Create. It has taken you to manually create. And in this manually create, it is where we'll come to do setting of advanced traders who are doing customized setting. And now for us, we are on Smart create. We come back on smart create. Everything is set. Everything is set. You have a capital, but how do you want your capital to be invested in the market? It is not robot that will decide. It is you, but when you click to allow it to start, it will follow its setting, not your setting. And it puts money according to the way you want it to be invested in the market. But before I go through that, I want to explain this, what we call strategy period. We have strategy mode, I have seen them, radical, steady, and conservative, but we also have strategy period. When you talk about strategy period, we can click here and we see them. When we click there to see the strategy period, we can see cycle and we can see one float. Then you may ask yourself, what are these periods about? As a trader, you may decide if this robot can trade for you continuously or it can trade, and when it makes profit, it exits the market and you give it another instruction. This is what we call one shot. When you put in a strategy period and you put one shot, you tell robot that, my employee, I have given you a task. Do it. When you finish it, stop. I will give you another task. That's number one. Number two, it has strategy period known as cycle. You tell the robot, my employee, I give you a task. When you finish it, start again and continue until I will come and I tell you to stop. Then robot say, yes, sir. Yes, boss. These two are known as strategy period. And as we have seen strategy mode, we defined them through notes on our PowerPoints. Profit ratio is set by default. Number of margin calls are set by default. Profit ratio, what does it mean? It means you enter in the market and there is a profit you need when the market moves on your side. When the market goes up, we are trading in a spot and we have two directions. One is downward trend where we buy, and another one is upward trend where we sell. So the profit ratio set here is about when market goes up, we sell at what profit ratio? 1.3. You have entered here when market reaches 1.3, let the robot triggers and let it sell. If you are started with $5 and market goes up to your wallet is here with the capital, and you tell robot to start to picks $5, you remain with, if you have $100, for example, you remain with 95, and the other 5 has bought quantity of XRP. When the market goes up to 1.3, robot will sell off the XRP it has bought for $5. It brings back $5 plus 1.3 of profit, meaning that you no longer have $100 complete. You have $100 plus 1.3 as profit. But when the market comes down, you have 7 times to buy using, according to the setting by default, you have more 7 times to buy. If you decide robot to keep picking $5 until $100 is finished in stock, you remain with 0 balance. Or if you decide robot to start with $5, next time it buys with 10, with 20, with 40, it will depend on your plan. Traders will not trade in the same way, in the same budget. The budget you do for robot to invest money in the market, it will come from you. But all you need is general knowledge, understanding of how all work, and then you will decide yourself. It's not me to come and tell you, you start with 5. Then you put this here. Those in the past, RoyalQ users were guided in that way. If I teach setting, it can be like uniform. All people are using the same setting. No, learn as many settings as possible. Then do your budget according to understanding that you have. That's when, if you are building a community, you will have people who are successful in different ways. But if you teach them the same thing and you give them a signal in the same thing way, whenever they go floating loss, they will go in floating loss all, because you have given them the same coin. Why are all people trading the same asset? No, teach them different assets. They choose what they can trade. When I come to our trading community, when you see you are building people who are trading different assets, you will always be making money because they are not floating. You are in features. Let me divert a little bit. You are in features and you give a signal and everything to all people in the same way. They use the same things, meaning that when you are liquidated, they will be all liquidated at the same time because they are using uniform. If you have put stop loss, robot will reach there, and when the market is not good, is going against you, it will stop automatically and you will lose all on that stop loss. This is not, but if you give a chance to explain to people everything and everyone picks his own coin, he puts his own stop loss, maybe he puts all his setting, whatever. Some will be selling, others will not be selling, others will be waiting like that. But you who build the community, you will be secure. But people will be secure according to choices they make. So let us open the room for all people to understand. Then they choose what they want because they are self-reliant. They understand to use system in one way or the other. When the part of the upper part is over, we will come to the lower part, which is very important. This lower part will be about allocating your capital, budgeting your capital, and how it will be invested in the market. How will we reach there? We will go to margin call parameters to open there. Margin call parameters to open there. Normally, we will click here so that it opens the downward part to see setting parameters of the margin calls, and we will explain that. Just a minute, I'm coming. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on the same point, we have the strategy mode. If you have money, maybe like $10,000, first buy in amount. You see here there is trade-off. That is a default statement. So multiple we are seeing 2. So it means like when the robot first buys, it buys trade-off. That's the FB, the first buy in amount. Meaning in the next buy, what we call the first margin call, it will buy times 2 the first buy. Meaning it will put times 2 the first buy. That is 12 times 2. Meaning it will put 24 again in the market. But this will depend on the strategy mode you use. We have the steady as we've seen in the theory. We have the radical as we've seen in the theory. We have the conservative. So it will depend on what strategy mode you're having. And you may even see that the robot has bought only 12 and the market is good and it rises. It will just sell that fellow. I think the host is back.
Yes,
And
sir. Thank you so much.
yes,
Thank you so much for contribution. We are coming to the lower part to see the margin code parameters. And as we click there, it will open it and we see those ones who have been trading, you are used to margin call drop. Margin call here, it's margin call counts in a smart create of course of by default. And the droplet is here. Then here, it is capital management by USDT, okay, using USDT. Your capital is in USDT. Now, normally, when many people have been setting either signals, either whatever, they have been coming and say, here, I will come and put 3 point something, whatever. But here, by default, they are set. And being in Radical, there is something I want to notice here, being in steady ladder, because now when you see here, at the moment, the strategy mode is in steady because it is appearing here. How do we prove? We come and click here and we come downward, we see it is ticked here, we are in steady. When we put it in conservative, we will see that the percentage drop, when you add total percentages, they are different. Why? Because of risk type. And of course, the way Lobot is made, as we have explained in the notes before. But when we are in steady here, we can see we are limited to 7 margin calls only. There is a first call, there is a second call, there is a third call, there is a fifth call, there is a fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. But each call is corresponding with the percentage drop led, meaning that if I enter in the market and I put $5, I put $5, I instruct Lobot that when the market drops 3.5, put in other $5. I am the one to decide if it will put 5 or if it will put more than 5, but where do I instruct Lobot to do that? You come here in multiples. Multiples means you decide if Lobot will buy, getting first buying amount times whatever number you will put here to pick money from your wallet. If you start with $5 and you come here and you put 1, it means that Lobot, whenever it is you put 5, you see first buying amount always is here. Lobot gives you a space to begin with what you want. Let me suppose that I can start with 5. I will come and adjust. But there was 12. And when there was 12, you see the multiple means, if in multiple there is a 2, there is a 24. 12 times 2 is 24. Then times 2, when the market comes down, times 2, times 2, times 2. Getting this number to multiply by 2, it gives you this. Get this number, of course, when market drops, it will multiply by 2 on this money, it picks like this. So it will depend on capital you have. You will allocate it. You have 100 and you put multiples, your money will get finished from here. Why? Because we are, you see, when you add this and this and this, money already has been finished. But now, because you have small capital, like $5, $100, for example, you can decide to start with $5. When you start with $5 with multiple of 2, you will see that automatically here, they will be 10. Why? It is the first buying amount times 2. But if you decide that when market drops, you will be using $5 to buy, you will come and put one here. When you put one here, automatically robot will show you that whenever market drops down, robot will be picking $5 from your capital. Whenever market comes down on percentage, robot will be picking $5. Whenever market comes down, robot will be picking $5. Whenever market comes down, robot will be, it is investing in the stock, it is buying. And remember, the more market comes down, the cheaper assets becomes. And then this time, $5 will be buying more quantity than what it has bought previously. And this time, you are in trading. I want to come in chat box and I just see, is it clear, students? Can you understand? If you understand it very well, type 2. We are on Tuesday. If you understand, type 2. Type 2. If you understand, type 2. Now, why did we decide to come back from basics? Because we know there are some people who skipped this level. They have never had the chance to learn. But there are others who know it very well and they are using it and it is working for them. And as I told you, some other classes are busy teaching advanced at the moment. But for us, we decided to come back and we come, of course, from the basics. I hope we are learning. So now, if you decide the robot to invest more money, do you know why this by default has limitations? The multiples you will be putting here, it will not give you things the way you want. When you put by 2, it will be like that. When you put something, it will be. So you will be budgeting your capital, how it will be invested when the market drops. When you come and say, put 1.5. Robot automatically will bring the calculations that it will be using to pick money from your capital when the markets drop. When market drops. Whenever it drops, it means it will get 5 first by the amount you put there. It multiplied by 1.5, you know. When it does like that, it will be then following this way, times 1.5, times 1.5 from this, times 1.5. And the size of your capital will determine if you will do total adds. You add all this and you see how much capital do you have. And if you have the total of this, your capital will be allocated here. Robot will be buying accordingly. The more it buys with the bigger number downward, the more floating loss is picked out, is reduced. And this time, you will realize that robot will be, because AI margin is enabled, you don't need to do any other thing. Robot is in control. Only your role is to allocate capital the way money will be invested in the market. The rest will be for the robot. This time, you may make a choice and you know, you have $100 and you are setting this way, robot can be working for you. But there are some people who say, if you have $100, you cannot trade. Why? You are entitled to get 1.3 profit of $5 anytime market goes down and buys. You get that. And in this time, everything is automatic. You are not changing anything and it drops here. You are not doing anything. You allocate your capital and the robot does the work. If you know coin selection and you go and do it, you will see the results. Robot will be doing and it does it well. There is no emotions of people who can come and tell you this works much better than the other. Everything here is good. Everything that was put here is good. All we need is to teach people all, then they select what is more better than the other themselves. For me, I don't come here and I tell you this is much better than this. This time I become emotional teacher. And yet I am not. I am here to educate people, robot, then they go and choose what is suitable for them. If you do this, it's okay. There is another thing. If you have set you have a team and you have someone you want to have copy trading on your side, you can set it, and when you finish, you can just give code to someone, and when he clicks on that code, automatically the same setting goes. Instead of a signal, you give him a setting. Because you may give him a signal and he puts it in the wrong way because he doesn't know to interpret. Do you know where you go and pick that? You go to these 3 dots, and when you click there, it shows you can either share strategy or you use a QR code and you copy it, you give it to, it is copy trading. The same setting you did, you share it to somebody. And when you click here, you share it to somebody. When he clicks on it, automatically he enters in the same setting, he saves and he clicks, robot starts. You will be trading in the same way. Did you know this before? You can use either share by start. Let me do. You click here, and it gives you the code. You copy this code, this code. You can either send this code or this whatever QR code. When he picks it, automatically the same setting. It is not a signal. It is the same setting that you give it to somebody. Are you learning, students? If you're learning, type OK. If you're learning, type OK. If you're learning, type OK. I believe that from the basics, it will give you insight of doing your own research than what I'm giving you. The more you practice, the more you will understand, and the more you do it, no matter how much you have, whatever small you have, do it, whatever. But when I talk about small, is above 5, because now the minimum money to put there by first buying amount, it is $5. Then you have 20. How many times can you buy? 4 times. When market is good, you will be making profit like the one who has a lot. But the emotions that we have, you get 0 point something and you are not satisfied. You get 0.001. That is a profit according to the size of your capital. But because you are in mind, they have killed you in mind, showing you screenshot of $200, and you want to become the one to get $200 because of screenshot. Stop that. He's showing you $200 because maybe he's using small capital, but he has advanced knowledge to make this money. For you, you don't. You start with this, you keep learning, you practice until you reach here to use small to make more because of power of knowledge. And of course, to have more capital to make this because of power of money. 2 things count: power of capital and power of knowledge. But someone may have a lot of money, he comes in Smart Create and he makes more profit than the one who uses knowledge somewhere when he has small capital. You have $100,000 and you come and choose more than 20 coins in Smart Create, and you just set by default and you leave robot works for you. You will be making more money than the one who has whatever knowledge who is using $200. You will not make the same money because of what? Here there is a power of capital plus the skills of robot, intelligent skills of artificial intelligence. And here there is a capital plus high-tech intelligence of individual who is trading, but because of size of the capital, he will not make the same profit like you because of power of capital. But both of them, they are trading and they are happy. Are you learning? If you're learning, type yes. Let us not be emotional. let us be guided by knowledge. And if you have artificial intelligence to work for us, we give it the work. But if you become emotional in budgeting, if you become emotional in allocating capital, it will happen the way you have set it. But if you are sober in mind when you are allocating capital and you do it properly, robot will do it as smart as it is. Minus market conditions, all of us don't control. Even the robot doesn't control market. But when we come to risk analysis, we can even choose steady when you are still beginners, because robot will take over to monitor. Why? Because it has inmate artificial intelligence capacity to do that. Most people, you see, let me borrow knowledge from somewhere to here. If I borrow knowledge from somewhere to here, you are a driver, you are in Rwanda, you are in Uganda, and there is a Sophia on the street. You believe in that robot that can find you. There is nobody there. They set it, and because it has inmate artificial intelligent capacity, you overspeed, it finds you, you believe it or not. Why do you believe in that? And when you reach there, you reduce the speed so that you cannot pay money. And when you come here, you don't believe robot that can buy for you and sell for you, because you are emotional. But AI, believe it or not, has capacity of replacing human efforts. Now, allocating capital, the game is here in multiples. If you put 2, automatically here they will be 10. Because this first buying amount, robot will multiply, it becomes 10. Then it will pick from this capital that is here to multiply by 2, you get the results here. Then this one, when robot market comes down, it multiplies this one by 2. It is doubling up. And the more it doubles up, the more it reduces average price, and the more floating loss is reduced. Let us put 2 there and we see. When we put 2, automatically you will see 10, 20, 40, 80 times 2 times 2 times double up. Meaning, if you have capital and you do this, you will not have floating loss. You will not experience the bigger floating loss. Why? Whenever market drops down, floating loss of previous margin call is reduced. Whenever you put more money, floating losses. This is what Lord Capello was teaching in the setting last time when he was teaching the setting. But we decided to come from the basics, and we talk about what he is talking. Where does it come from? It comes from here. Are you running? Type 2. We are on Tuesday. Type 2. Are you running? And I believe that if all of us pick from here and we go slowly, we avoid being emotional and quick money, we will practice, and the more you put small, you learn from small, you keep adding. When you understand it well, you put big, you will be making life beautiful. You will be making life beautiful. I'm telling you. So now, when it is done, there is nothing else you come and save. It is you to allocate capital you save. Then you have chosen the XRP, something, you see, everything is set. Only you need some skills, little skills. The little skills you need is what? To choose cycle. You give robot to work for you all the time. Or you give it a task when it sells and everything, it will come out of that. Number 2, you just come and look at the mode you are working in. If you're a beginner, use steady. It is in steady already. When you come down, you will see it. Simple as that. Then this time you allocate capital depending on the size of the capital you have. It is here on the first buying amount you will decide and the multiple you will choose. Do you want to use double up or you want to use a single? If you want to use a single, you have $100, maybe you start with $10. Then you come and put a single. When you put a single, 10, you will count how much. When you click, robot will pick 10 as first buying amount, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Then when it is 80, remain with 20 as reserve. Don't put all. So then you have set this, when the market is just there, robot will be doing that. But when you want to use double up, you put 10 and then you say you will put 2. Do you think your $100 will be finished like here? It will not go beyond this side because of what? The more it is 10 first buying amount, then plus 20, it will be 30, plus 40, it will be 70, plus this 80, it will go beyond your capital. So it means the margin, the robot will stop from here because money is not there. This time it gives you notification. It tells you that market is coming down, but you no longer have money to buy. If you add more money and the robot keeps buying, it will just end up, coming here. When you add here, so you will decide, robot will be selling in cycles whenever market rises. And as you are in steady, the being in floating loss will be, it minimizes the floating loss because it monitors. Why? Because this AI margin is enabled. You have given it power to do analysis in your place. You have given it power to do analysis in your place. And then this time you save. When you save, you confirm. When you confirm, you started strategy. Robot will start picking immediately XRP and it trades. If you have more capital and you allocate more 10 coins, if you do 1 coin, 2 coin, you have 10 of them. When you have good capital, robot is at work. Are you a teacher in a secondary school? Go and teach. Are you veterinary? Go and do your work. Are you whatever? But if you come and check and visit, robot is at work because you have given it power to do the work for you. Dear students, this is what I had for you, of course, for this default smart create. And I believe that we'll go and practice. But coin selection is very important. When you are in smart create here, you choose coin which have high volume and high liquidity. We have given an example and we have even given the list of those coins. I can lash and I bring them because I have them somewhere. And let me lash quickly. And if you are doing your exercise, do it. And of course, you will see. Start with small. Do it. It works. And I will come to welcome the questions. And we come to the end of our call today. And the next time we come back, learning about customized setting. Okay, I think I have put the list of these coins. If you choose, you have capital and you select, you trade these ones there, you will be making money. Nathan, of course, I want to give you a floor. I have come to the end of presentation, so then we are welcoming questions and we help people to understand more. Yes, Nathan, you can, oh, sorry. I think I have made a mistake. Yes, you are now there, can get the mic.
Thank you for the opportunity. Like, before you finish the presentation, I'd like people to know that that was default setting. It is default setting, but colleagues can customize and they make their superstar, like their create, because everyone has different capitals and everyone has different understanding according to the market. The robot gives you 7 margin calls because that is default. But according to your capital and according to your understanding, you may decide to use 4 according to your knowledge. You can decide to use 1 according to your knowledge. You can use to use more than 7, but it will depend on your understanding and how you see things. But default wise, that is what we have been seeing. So in the near future, our host will be telling us that this capital you can customize like this. But if you learn, you'll be able to customize according to your understanding. Hope I was clear. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, brother. And as we have come to the basics, and we start with, by default, we have customized. Customized means changing. We will go to the next. So, and we see how can you customize. When you customize, you take power, you take away the power of robot and you create your own. In this way, you improve setting, and when you improve setting, you follow your goal 100% because you can put whatever you want. That's why we said this is for advanced traders. But beginners, by default, you do this in this kind of way. We will go one step by step so that people can understand. And now, when you come to the multiples, you can even manage 1 billion from there, even if it is by default. You can manage 1 billion from there because in multiples, you can decide I start with $1,000. For example, if you have $1 million, because if you have $100, you start with $5 because you start with small. But if you have $1 million, the small can be like $100, for example. If you start and you double or triple, when the market comes down, robot will be picking more and more and more. Then this time, the one who started with the 5 and he's using single, it comes picking 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And the one who uses 100,000 is picking 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 when it comes down. Both of them will make profit, but profit level will differ because the higher the capital, the higher the profit. But all of them, they have received the profit because of the system. I believe that everything is okay. Now, someone asked in a chat box that, okay, thank you so much, Mama Maureen. Okay, in group and YouTube, yes, we have Crypto Bridge World TV. That's where it is live now. You can get it there. I can type the name, and I will even put the link there because now, if I go, I can even see that the link is now there. And I give it to you, but I will even drop it in a platform so that you can understand. But I will have to edit some so that it can come with important parts of the lesson. So any other question? Thank you so much, Mr. Nathan. I appreciate your contribution. Yes, Justin Nakalinzi is now appreciating. Thank you for teaching us. You're welcome, dear. Okay, yes, we'll continue to learn from there, and we master the basics. When you lay a foundation, I believe that when you come to technical analysis, it will be simple for you because whenever you pick a signal, your own signal from analysis, you will know how to come and put information you got from analysis in the robot. Kate was asking, this Matic Polygon, is it in LoyalQ trading with Binance? Because Yes, Polygon is there, but it is there for, of course, as a network we use to deposit some gas or the activation. But okay, sometimes when you go to the list and you check with Binance, I think sometimes some of them are delisted, but we can go and check. Let me check for you. If I come on Binance and I check it, okay, I can share the screen and we check it together. Matic. If it is there, you can see it. If it is not there, you cannot see it. Then if you want to trade it, you go to bind another exchange. You come here on all, and I mean here on all, then you come and type it here. You see if the pair is there. Matic. Of course, on Binance, it is not there. Someone who asked about this, it is not there in these pairs of USDT. But when we come to the USDC, let us try and see. To those ones who are maybe in other areas, we go to the USDC, we see. It is not there as well. So with Binance, this Matic is not there. But when we list them, it is among the coins which have high volume and high liquidity. You can trade it on other exchanges. Someone asked, leader, do we have both AI and margin switch on? When you don't put margin on, margin call on, robot will never buy again. It depends, Mohammed, using 1.5, it can be okay according to allocation of your capital. It depends how much capital do you have. Using 1.5, using 1.6, using 1.4, you allocate. For us, we teach in general, you put what is suitable for you. Because if I say using 1.5, it is okay, it is as if I am deciding for you. I educate you, you make a decision on your own. Thanks for your responses, my leader. Thank you, Kate. You are most welcome. It is not there. You can look for it on the other exchange and you trade. Mr. Amos, thanks, leader, for the lesson. This is to advise new members to be committed to attending lessons for better understanding of the system and further enjoy the results. Wow. Yes, Muhammad, I appreciate that you have understood. Don't allow anyone to decide for you. Learn and understand, then you decide how much we'll put there, depending on how we want to buy, how we want to trade. This is what will enable us to create independent traders who don't depend, who are not dependents. Dependence is bad. You depend on from someone, tomorrow is not there. What will happen? You will lose position. But when you learn and you become self-reliant, you will make it happen. And I strongly believe that everything will be all right. So let me keep it here. We have used a long time, and I believe that with time we'll keep learning and we'll keep adding on. And as you practice, you will enjoy the results along the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate co-hosts who have helped me, of course, to lead the class, Mr. Amos Kigula from Fort Portal and Mr. Nathan, of course, from Saudi Arabia, who have, of course, helped me. And I appreciate all other leaders who are here. Please make sure that we grow our class and we educate the community. We are not, yes, sir, yes, what percentage of capital should be considered? Yes. Nathan has answered. Start small and practice. Yes, okay. Leaders keep explaining to your team members, of course, deeply so that they can understand more. Knowledge plus capital plus profit, yes, Theophil has just put it, yes, leads to the results. And when the results come, it's okay, you enjoy. Keep growing, keep making it, and I believe everything will be all right. So, Kate, thank you so much for the knowledge sharing. God bless you. Wow. Blessings too. So let us keep it here. We meet again, of course. But there are some people who have been requesting that we can even have the evening evening presentation. Yes, we are looking for it, but good enough. I am with Nathan. I'm contacting some other leaders, but I have seen that the platform we are using, there are many Zoom. There are a lot of Zoom. It is confusing. We will just see how we can make it, because maybe we put a link and we see other people have put another link at the same hour, so people will choose where to be. But for our class, we need to make it unique, because now someone may click another link, you see they are running a technical analysis, another one comes. So if we are unique, everyone can trace where he can belong, so that everything can be all right. Thank you so much. The ones who want to learn with us, please, we are here, and we are starting from the basics. And I will need to create another platform so that we can avoid the confusion. Because if we are in a platform we have not created, and we put a link there, and at the same time we see other put the link at the same hour, where are the students going to learn from? So we are starting from the basics. Maybe the ones who are advanced can join others, but from the basics, everything will be all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. YouTube channel. I will just let me go there and pick the link, and I share it here so that you can subscribe, and all the time you can be getting it when it is shared. I think it will be okay. But I'm working with Mr. Nathan and Amos to see how we can arrange this class to have time which is not converging with the other at the same time, because it can be bringing okay, I have been, of course, getting a link. Let me just bring it here so that you can go through it, and you practice. You go through it, and when you go through it, it will help you to understand more. Thank you so